Hi, everyone. So this is Kalie Brodehl's lifestyle project. So the three things that I wanted to change this past week was my electricity, my heat, and I wanted to try to leave my car at home. So this is the schedule that I picked out for this past week. And the reason why I chose to do these certain things on these certain days were one, because I chose to do electricity over the weekend because that's when I tend to go out, go to work, and I always forget to turn off the lights, or I'll also come home really late on the weekends and sometimes fall asleep with all the lights on. So I really wanted to challenge myself on the days that I knew I had things going on, and I was in a hurry out the door, that I wanted to make sure to turn off all the lights and unplug everything that didn't need to be plugged in those days. And then on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you can see that I chose to walk to school instead of drive. And I chose to do this because those were the days that I didn't work this week. And I don't like walking to school when I have work right after, because then I have to walk home alone in the dark after work, which is scary. So I chose days that I didn't have work, so I knew that I would be able to walk to and from school in the light and I would feel comfortable with that. And then you can see I chose to do the heat on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of last week because I looked at the weather prior and it said that those were forecasted to be the coldest days. So I chose to do heat on those 3 days because I wanted to challenge myself again and make sure that I didn't use any heat, even though it was going to be the coldest days of the week. So starting off with electricity. So this was my PG&E bill last month, and you can see it was 1,982 kilowatts per hour over 30 billing days, and the average daily use was 66.07. And then the electric usage this period was only 1,119 kilowatts per hour for the 31 billing days. And the average daily usage was only 36.10. So it's good to see the difference between those two. And you can see that it actually went down a little bit. And then next for the heat. So my last PG&E bill for October was 0.35 average daily use for the thermometer. And then the changes I made was, you can see now it's 0.33. So it's a little bit lower, which is good. It was a little bit colder this week than I expected. I think the weather went down and you can obviously see the fog outside, but we still were able to manage to get it lower than it was previously, which I think is really good. And then lastly, leaving my car at home. So originally, when I would drive to school, I would do 2 miles per day, and then I divided that by 28 miles per gallon, and I got 0.071 gallons per day. And I multiplied that by 3 to get my weekly average use. And my weekly average use was 1.42 pounds of CO2 per day. So that is around 4.26 pounds of CO2 per week. And obviously my goal was to get that down to 0 per week. But since I only walked to school those 3 days that I didn't have work, obviously I didn't get down to 0, but I still significantly brought it down a lot lower than it normally would have been. And I think I'm actually going to start walking to school every week when I don't have work, because it was actually really nice out and it was nice to just enjoy nature and be outside. Thank you for watching.